So going into 2020, we know Marvel Studios had a lot of plans, and of course 2021 was going to be even bigger. But now a few changes have happened behind the scenes that are going to affect how we get these shows. This time we're going to talk about WandaVision and the major change to the release schedule. So on the morning of January 1st of 2020, Disney decided to update the release schedule for what's coming in the year. Now, of course, this featured a lot of the stuff we knew was going to be dropping, like the upcoming Lizzie McGuire sequel, of course, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the follow-up second season to The Mandalorian. Now, along in this, they actually show WandaVision is coming in 2020, and they position it right after The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So my assumption would be that we're going to get The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, The Eternals, and then WandaVision to round off the year. Now, this makes a lot of sense because they want to obviously start rolling into 2021 with endless content. And we know that WandaVision was the show that they were putting the most effort behind, considering it's going to be something completely different, and that one actually started shooting before any of them. So seeing as to how the show was shooting before the Winter Soldier show, but it was coming out about 6 months after, it just didn't make a lot of sense. This means that they're probably way ahead of schedule, and then if you combine this with some of the other news we've gotten recently, about how some of the other shows like Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk and Moon Knight are also moving ahead of schedule, I think this gives you a good indicator of Disney being very confident with what they have and also finding no real reason to slow down or maybe even, try to take a breather, which honestly, taking on TV on top of doing all the movie stuff is pretty impressive, and the fact they're ahead of schedule in their first attempt should be something that makes a lot of people happy. Now, with that in mind, it's going to be interesting to see what exactly happens with this show because it's still coming out way before the Doctor Strange sequel, which it's a direct lead into. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this, considering if it ends on a cliffhanger leading into that film, there's a big gap that they have to fill in, and there's going to be a lot of anticipation. I'm assuming maybe that's what they're trying to build up and make sure that people watch the show before they go into that film, which then makes some sort of sense. And honestly, I'm just hype. More content, and now 2020 having more MCU than just 2 films sounds awesome.